voting date of Parliament election December 30. Last date of nomination paper submission November 28. Cabinet approves draft of Bangladesh Trade and Tariff Commission Amendment Act 2018. Awami League completes distribution and collection of nomination forms. Interview begins on Wednesday. BNP starts nomination distribution. Income tax fair begins tomorrow across country, including Dhaka. President and Prime Minister called for spontaneous participation of taxpayers. Seven Palestinians, including one Hamas commander, killed in Israeli air attack and covert operation. And in Dhaka Test, Bangladesh declared first innings at 522 for 7 against Zimbabwe. Mushfiqur Rahim set world record, hitting second double century as a wicketkeeper batsman. Assalamu alaikum viewers, I'm Tanzila Mana Sultana, welcoming you all to News at 10 on BTV, BTV World and BTV Chattogram Center.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Those were the headlines. We move on now to the details. The Election Commission has rescheduled the polls date for the 11th parliamentary election on December the 30th. Chief Election Commissioner, CEC, K.M. Nurul Huda, announced the new date while addressing the inaugural function of the electronic voting machine EVM display at Bangabandhu International Conference Centre in Dhaka today. According to the revised schedule, the last date of nomination paper submission is November the 28th, and the last date for withdrawal of nomination papers is December the 9th. While addressing the inaugural function of the EVM display, Chief Election Commissioner said EVM will be used on a limited scale in the national election. The device already has been displayed in the development fair from October the 4th to 6th across the country, and a huge response was received in favour of using it. CEC said it is a matter of pleasure that the Bangladesh Nationalist Party, BNP, Oiko Front and other political parties have decided to participate in the parliamentary election, so the Election Commission has revised the polls schedule. Terming the use of the EVM as time-befitting, CEC said the device is usually not connected with the internet, so there is no possibility of hacking the machine from outside. The launching of the EVM device will check any kind of vote rigging, including snatching of ballot boxes, as it is protected by password and fingerprints. Chaired by Election Commission Secretary Helaluddin Ahmed, the function was also addressed by Election Commissioners Mahbub Dr. M. Rafiqul Islam, Begum Kobita Khanum, and Director General of IDEA Project, Brigadier General Saidul Islam. Election Commission high officials, representatives from different government and non-government organizations were present. The Cabinet has approved in principle the draft of the Bangladesh Trade and Tariff Commission Amendment Act 2018, with proposal for changing the name of the Commission, giving importance to trade like other countries. The approval was given at the weekly Cabinet meeting held with Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina in the chair at the Secretariat today. At the beginning of the meeting, Post, Telecommunications and Information Technology Minister Mustafa Jabbar handed over the transfer of title of the Bangabandhu Satellite 1 to the Prime Minister. Besides, State Minister for Labour and Employment Mujibul Haq handed over the Global Award to the Prime Minister received from Austria for Bangladesh's success in improvement of workers' conditions. The Cabinet gave post facto approval to the draft of addendum to the Protocol on Inland Water Transport and Trade signed with India. According to the protocol, about 470 kilometers of riverways from Ashuganj to Zokiganj and Shirajganj to Doikawa route is to be dredged out on partnership basis. According to the recently signed protocol, India will bear 80% cost and Bangladesh the rest. Briefing reporters after the meeting, Cabinet Secretary Mohammad Shafiul Alam said the protocol would allow Bangladeshi trucks, tractors and trailers to carry goods up to Agartala Inland Container Depot. Cabinet Secretary also said the draft of the Bangladesh Trade and Tariff Commission Amendment Act 2018 suggested some changes, including the Commission's renaming as Bangladesh Trade and Tariff Commission. Today was the last day of collection and submission of nomination papers of Awami League. On the occasion, nomination aspirants gathered at the political office of Awami League President at Dhanmondi. Nomination aspirants have also collected nomination papers from 8 centres today. The last time of submission of nomination papers was 8 p.m. The interviews of aspirants will be taken from Wednesday next. Meanwhile, Awami League hailed the new date of the 11th parliamentary election announced by the Election Commission. Awami League General Secretary Obaidul Qadir said this to journalists at the party President's Dhanmondi political office today. Other political parties, including Bangladesh Jatiyotawadi Dal, BNP and Jatiyo Party, are also selling party nomination forms among the interested leaders, marking the 11th Parliament election. BNP formally started selling nomination papers through issuing a form in the name of party chairperson Begum Khaleda Zia for Feni 1 constituency. BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir collected the form on behalf of Begum Zia from BNP Central Office at Noya Paltun in the capital. Later, 2 other nomination forms were issued in the name of party chairperson for Bogura 6 and 7 constituencies. The party will continue selling a collection of nomination papers till Wednesday next. Meanwhile, Jatiyo Party has extended the date of nomination forms distribution till Thursday next. As per the party press release issued today, nomination aspirants of Jatiyo Party will have to face interview board on November the 16th.
Jatiyo Samajtantrik Dal Jashod has distributed and collected party nomination forms for the 3rd day today, marking the 11th Parliament election. Interested candidates got nomination papers from Jashod President and Information Minister Hassanul Haqqinu at party central office in the capital. Jashod General Secretary Shirin Akhtar MP and other leaders were present on the occasion. Jashod President urged all to take Bangladesh forward, leaving militancy, terrorism and darkness behind through the upcoming 11th Parliament election. Bangladesh Torikot Federation, a member of ruling 14-party alliance, has started distribution of nomination form for the upcoming parliament election. Nomination seekers are collecting nomination papers from Dr. Rezaul Haq, Secretary General of the party, at its central office at Dhanmondi in the capital today. Representative of the United Nations in Myanmar, Christian Sanar Burgainer, paid a courtesy call on Foreign Minister A.H.M. Mahmood Ali at the State Guest House, Podda, in the capital today. During the call-on, they discussed about repatriation of the Rohingya fleet from Myanmar to Bangladesh. Foreign Minister laid emphasis on the United Nations' role to resolve Rohingya crisis very soon. Representative to the General Secretary of the United Nations said that the United Nations is considering the matter, giving importance. A week-long income tax fair begins tomorrow in the capital and other divisional headquarters across the country, aiming to help the taxpayers fill tax returns and facilitate other tax-related works. Finance Minister Abul Mal Abdul Muhit will inaugurate the fair at the Officers Club in the capital. Like the previous years, the National Board of Revenue (NBR) is organizing the fair, which will continue till November 19. The fair will also be held in all districts and 32 upazilas. The duration of district-level fair will be 4 days, while upazila-level fair 2 days. Besides, the day-long mobile fair will be held at 70 upazilas across the country. President Mohammad Abdul Hamid and Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina issued separate messages on the eve of the income tax fair. In his message, President Abdul Hamid urged all concerned to come forward spontaneously to give income tax for expediting the activities of the country's socio-economic development. In her message, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina said the government introduced the income tax fair in 2010, aiming to make easy the process of paying income tax and create awareness among people on income tax.
Now some